Hi Scorpio, welcome to your weekly check-in for the 22nd to 29th of September. The books you can see here in front of you are from the Oracle decks and Tarot I'm going to be using for the reading today. So let's get straight into your messages. We're going to start with the Tarot cards first of all to get your main theme for the next 7 days. So, what does Scorpio need to know for the next 7 days, the 22nd to 29th of September, please? What's going on with you, Scorpio? Okay, let's see what we get when the deck is upright. What's the main theme or focal point for Scorpio? Right, we have Five of Pentacles, poverty. What's your energy within this? What's Scorpio's energy within this reading, within this time frame? Stuck, apparently, because the cards don't want to come out. Right. Now you have three cards, and I've lost my deck on the floor. You have Three of Pentacles, Mastership, Four of Swords, Repose, and One of Pentacles, which is Ace of Pentacles, Abundance. So I'm going to just pause the video and collect the cards that have the whole deck's fallen. So bear with me. Right, Scorpio, when I picked the deck back up, this card in particular stood out. I'm not going to take it now. I don't know if it will come back out, but that one really stood out from the whole fallen deck that was spread across the floor. So I'll put that one back in and see if it comes back out. Let's set these out. So these are your energy. So you've got a lot going on apparently. Actually, we'll put them like this, I think. Yeah, I think you can see that, right? Let's get any external or surrounding energies that might be impacting things for you, and hopefully we won't lose the whole deck on the floor. This is the slipperiest deck ever, and it's huge as well. So, yeah, it's a bit tricky. I've got small hands, so it doesn't help. Do you feel like things might be falling apart by any chance? I don't know, that's just come to mind with the fact that the deck fell and you've got the Five of Pentacles up there as like the main theme. Oh, that was in reverse, wasn't it? Two of Pentacles, flexibility. I'm pretty sure that was in reverse, so we'll leave it there. That's a surrounding or external energy, so it may be a person. If it's not a person, it's the energy that's around you, situation potentially. Let's get any advice for you. I'm thinking the thought or hearing the words, don't know what to do. Got Three of Swords in reverse as your advice. And their definition of it or meaning of it is disappointment. These cards, they do give their own specific meanings for the cards, but there are the book goes deeper and there are other meanings as well. And also it's how the reader interprets the cards too. So we'll put that out of the way where hopefully it won't fall over again. Let's get you an oracle card from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck. And hopefully this will give us like an overview or any additional information or relevant information about what's going on in the reading. Okay, what else does Scorpio need to know? So like an overview or just anything, any key points. Okay, I think you're the first sign that I've done. You're the 7th sign I've read for the week, and you're the only one that's gotten two of these cards. That's interesting. You have completion and you have impatience. So I shall put those like that. And I'm just going to look in the book. I'm not going to read the whole messages. I'm just going to look at the key, like it gives a little sentence to say what each one means. This does give a full explanation, but it gives you a brief one as well. So for the completion card, it says, final sunset. Here is a warm and cheerful energy that brings calm to an ending, making it poignant, not sad. Something is taking place outside your comfort zone, so step into the emotional grace of completion. There is no drama here, only resolution. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know exactly what's going on with these cards at present, but that makes sense. And I do get, I mean, obviously she's at a grave, isn't she? So grief would be associated with that. And Five of Pentacles is a physical loss, isn't it, as well? So I'm not saying that anyone's died or anything. I wouldn't, I'd never try and predict anything to do with death. But let's just have a look at any key words that are here as well. So the key words for this are honouring your legacy, a natural ending to a grand adventure, a new beginning on the horizon, a new adventure honouring those who give to us, achievement, determination, fulfillment. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the last couple of readings, or at least one of the last readings I've done for you, was about something needing to end, if I remember correctly. So do we have any cards of ending here? No, not particularly, but yeah, it does make sense. So let's look at that impatience card. Right, so a key sentence, it says impatience, electric blue moon. Okay, this card came up for someone else. Your desire to create may overpower the necessity of aligning with divine timing. The time to shine will come. Move with the energy and not in front of it. Being present has its own reward. And actually with the completion card, I should have read that part as well. I didn't. There was something about being present. Am I present in the moment? How do I respond to the idea of completion? So that might be relevant. And let's see if there are any words that stand out in the book for the meaning of impatience. Am I jumping the gun? If these are the messages in the book. Am I jumping the gun? If I am honest with myself, am I forcing something? Scarcity thinking, which is Five of Pentacles. It can be if it's, I mean, it is usually physical loss, but then it can be scarcity thinking as well. Being exhausted by your efforts, success through patience, unfolding, revelation, and success. You with this external energy you've got here, Two of Pentacles, their definition is flexibility, and obviously it's in reverse, so there could be a lack of flexibility here. But let's clarify and see what comes up for you. This is, I mean, it doesn't look like it feels particularly good, but it's an interesting reading in terms of the cards that have come up. So I'm interested to get down to the bottom of what is going on here, to be honest. I mean, your energy seems to be one of seeking something new with the Ace of Pentacles there. Right, so let's clarify the focal point, which is the Five of Pentacles. Why is this Five of Pentacles here, please? You've got the Empress. Okay, so trigger warning. The first thing that came to mind with the Empress, and I said I wouldn't try to predict a death in advance. I don't want that energy, to be honest. But if someone has experienced a miscarriage at all or anything of that nature, I am really, really sorry, and my heart goes out to you. But that's the first thing that came out when I saw the Empress, because she's clarifying the Five of Pentacles. And I did say it's can represent, Five of Pentacles can represent a physical loss, and then you have had completion there, which could potentially be the end of a pregnancy. And she's grieving, isn't she? I mean, I don't like, I mean, it's part of life, isn't it? Death is a part of life. And as I say, I wouldn't try to predict a death in advance. So if someone's lost their mother potentially as well, or someone's lost their child, I'm really, really sorry that you're going through that situation. But that is what's coming to mind with the Five of Pentacles and the Empress. Let's see what else comes out. It might not be that, but that's just one message or a couple of messages that have come to mind. If anybody's having fertility problems as well, that's coming to mind as well with that Impatience card. Somebody may be struggling to conceive. That was deep. I didn't expect it to get like that deep, but okay, let's carry on with that Five of Pentacles. Okay, what am I going to take? Yeah, I'll take all of them. I was deciding if I was just going to take these, but I will take all of them. So we're going to take you first. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, which was first, High Priestess, and the Sun. And make sure I'm still actually recording, because it would be a bit of a bummer if I forgot to press the record button. Right. Okay, it's a bit of a strange energy, isn't it? Because it's the 5 of Pentacles, but then you've got 10 of Pentacles and the Empress, which are cards of abundance. So those together feel like abundance. The High Priestess and the Sun together feel like enlightenment, to be honest. And then you've got this 5 of Wands in the middle. So it's really odd. I'm going to get a clarifier separately for that 5 of Wands, because that's my tug of... 5 of Wands is conflict anyway. But it's like a tug of war, and it's Wands are spiritual. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was something, a spiritual tug of war. Because obviously the High Priestess is spiritual. The Empress, she's spiritual in the sense that she's the... Is she like a conduit between heaven and earth? Almost, in a way. But she's connected to the heavens and the earth in between. So let's get something for the 5 of Wands on its own. 2 5s is change. Well, 5s are change in general, and then you've got 2 of them, so... You may be trying to recover from a loss, to be frank. That's the thought that's coming to mind. You've got the 2 of Swords there. Trying to figure out how to recover from a loss, I feel. Or an ending, because it's completion, isn't it? Whether that is... As I said, that you've already lost someone close. So, as I said, miscarriage potentially, child, mother. You may be recovering from a loss. But there'd be some... And as I say, the loss could be that, or it could be financial loss as well, or material loss with the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles. That could happen any number of ways, couldn't it? Could be loss of a job. You could have lost your home. You could have just gotten into financial difficulties in general. But it does look like there's been a loss potentially, but there's some sort of enlightenment here, or a need for enlightenment on how to recover from that. You've got Judgment. You've 2 of Swords there. That's kind of the making a decision card, or not knowing what to do. Did I say something about not knowing what to do at the beginning? I think I may have said it with that. It was to do with that 2 of Pentacles. Potentially, if I didn't, then I meant to say there's something about not knowing what to do. You've got Judgment, which can be a second chance, or an opportunity to do something differently. It can also be about reviewing a situation and making a judgment. And then you've got the Lovers there. Why is that Lovers card there? Whatever the loss is, it would be something that you probably loved. Anything else for why that Lovers card is there, please? It's a strong... That Lovers card, whatever that is, if that is something that you've lost or something that you now want to go towards, it's something that you feel strongly connected to, and I'd say very passionately about, with both Strength and the Knight of Wands, both fire energy cards. Okay, so yeah, as I say, I'm getting some kind of loss with the main, or completion or ending with that 5 of Pentacles there, but it feels very tangible, like a tangible loss or completion. And then there's something connected here to enlightenment with the High Priestess and the Sun. And it's like a tug of war, though, between the physical and the spiritual in a weird way. And I'm not quite sure how that works at present, but hopefully we'll get more details as we go along. So your energy here, the Four of Swords repose for me. So Four of Swords, it can be contemplation, it can be resting, recovery. Repose is it is kind of like a pause, isn't it? It's like taking a step back, taking a pause to assess something, and figure it out. Three of Pentacles, I often say it's about collaboration. It can be about mastership, as they've put it here as well, when you've worked hard at something or you've worked as a team and then you've mastered something. And then you've got Ace of Pentacles, which is, it's abundance. It said planting a new seed. It said new opportunity. That's your energy. So that may be where you're now. You may have suffered a loss or some sort of completion, but you may have mastered how to overcome the pain potentially. I mean, you've got Three of Swords there in reverse, or you are mastering how to overcome the pain or trying to. And you are probably willing to start again and to have a new opportunity, but you are taking a step back and a pause to sort of assess. That does seem to be your energy there. You've got the Impatience card though, so that's needing to be present, isn't it? And that I would say that connects to that Three of Swords, but we'll see what that is specifically in a minute. You may be in a bit of a rush actually, because the Two of Pentacles card here, where they say it's flexibility, is in reverse. So that shows a lack, as I said before, it shows a lack of flexibility. But let's clarify. So let's clarify the Four of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, well, one or Ace of Pentacles, which is the your energy specifically. What is Scorpio's energy specifically in this? We have the Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles. It looks like, despite having suffered, what is that? Despite having, so it's funny how that's gone there. I was going to say, despite having suffered some sort of loss or physical loss or completion, it looks like you're eager to move on or to try again, to be honest. So say, for example, if it was something where you were struggling with fertility, and you had suffered a loss there, like a miscarriage, for example, you're like, it's not to say that you're not in pain and it doesn't hurt, but you are eager to try again. That's what I'm getting from that. Or if you lost a job, you're eager to just put yourself back out there, get another job. If you lost a relationship, you're ready to just put that behind you. And I guess that's where impatience would come in, wouldn't it? You're eager to just get back out there and try again. What else was I thinking? No, can't remember now. It's gone. It was there and it's gone. It could be anything, couldn't it? If you've lost a house, you just like, yep, getting a new house or finding somewhere else to live, whatever it is, you're like ready and willing to keep going. Even, yeah, I was gonna say, if you have not so much the miscarriage side of things, but if it was a loss of someone older, like a mother or whatever, then you're prepared to. It's not that you're not hurting, but you're prepared to move forward in life, because you know that life does go on. Even if you have lost someone, life does go on. And you need to find a way. So let's continue. Seven of Pentacles. So you're definitely willing to give. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. So you still have dreams. Even if you've lost something, you still have dreams. And I would say you probably still want that Ten of Pentacles, which is stability, long-term stability and long-term abundance. You're willing to give, and I would say to invest in whatever you physically need to invest in, whether it's with money or time and effort to make it happen, to get to have a new Ace of Pentacles. Five of Cups, that would be the emotion of loss that you'd be overcoming. What else follows on from that? Yeah, but you've got like a fighting spirit with that Queen of Wands, haven't you? So even though there may have been an ending, a completion, a loss, you appear to have a fighting spirit. You've got the Queen of Wands there and you've got the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. So it's like, yep, something's happened, but I need to keep going kind of energy. And you're still taking the lead in your own life, if that makes sense. Okay. So Cancer has had quite a few readings to do with fighting spirit, but I'm kind of seeing having a fighting spirit, even though they went through a period where it looked like they were kind of down, but it looks like you're getting a similar thing where, as I say, something's ended, completed, etc. But you've got a fighting spirit where it's like, I've got to keep going, I've got to carry on, I've got to start again, plant new seeds, etc. Whatever it is you need to do. So let's look at that Two of Pentacles, flexibility. Is that is that an energy around you that's kind of surrounding you, pushing you to do something? Is it someone else? Let's find out. So why is that Two of Pentacles there, please? Oh, I don't know which way. I'm going to flip it this way and see. Yep, King of Wands. That to me, that looks like the impatience potentially that we picked up on. So that might be where I did say it could be not knowing what to do. And I mean, sometimes you don't know what to do, but you're impatient at the same time, aren't you? Or sometimes you do know what to do and you're impatient. Either way, the King of Wands is ready for action, aren't they? And I suppose he could potentially be out of all of the signs. I know they say it's like the Knight of Wands is probably the impatient one, and probably the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, but the King of Wands could potentially be impatient as well, couldn't he? Because to me, the King of Wands is almost like a combination of the Emperor and the Knight of Wands together, really. So it's like you've got the power and being impatient at the same time. The Emperor would be patient and wait and take his time, but let's see what else comes out there. You have the Four of Wands. I would say that you're eager to get to regain stability in whatever form that is. So let's see what else we get for that. To rebuild, I would say. Rebuild a new, or build a new foundation. Justice, and one that's right for you. If things went wrong before, then you want a new foundation that's very, very solid. Six of Cups, so there might be an old dream here, or some sort of lesson or something from the past that has an impact. Again, that's impatience to me with the Eight of Wands. I mean, it can be communication, but for me, a lot of the time recently, it's felt more like movement, and especially with the other cards we've had, again, I feel like it's more, I don't even know if this impatience card is literal, I'm impatient. It feels more like, very much like eagerness more than impatience. It feels more like eagerness, like, yeah, I'm good to go. Yes, shit's happened, but I'm ready. I can do this. I need to get moving. Like, you know, any restless energy. I think that's what it feels like. Anything else for that Two of Pentacles? The Fool. I mean, the Fool could be considered to be restless as well, couldn't they, really? When you think about it, I mean, they're just ready to jump into anything without a plan. Why do we have a Seven of Swords? They're willing to take a risk, yeah. Because the Fool is taking a leap of faith, and then the Seven of Swords is taking a risk. There's a lot of restless sort of energy there with that Two of Pentacles. It's like, so the Two of Pentacles, yes, it's saying it's flexibility here, but it's also where it can be juggling different things physically, like different things in your life, say your work and home life, or it could be like contemplating the different physical options, like trying to figure out how to balance things or figure out the opportunities. But because it's in reverse, it does suggest sort of a restless energy where it's like not even necessarily wanting to take the time to figure something out, just wanting to rush towards something. So that might be something you need to think about. Is are you just trying to forge ahead very, very eagerly, or do you need to sort of take a repose and sort of contemplate things a little bit more? Or where do you need to be more flexible? Is there anything that you need to be more flexible in? So let's get your advice, which is the Three of Swords in reverse, disappointment. I mean, if Three of Swords here is disappointment, I feel like you're already overcoming that. Or if you're not, then that's something that you would need to do. But let's see what else comes out for it. Seven of Cups. That might be telling you to consider all of your options, actually. If you're eager to forge ahead and move on, it might be saying, you know, hang on a minute, just pause and take your time. Don't rush into anything. Be present. Eckhart Tolle, Tully. talks a lot about being present. I think every video I've ever watched about his, no matter what the subject is, the answer he always gives is be present. And he does have a lovely energy about him, but yeah, it's always be present is always the answer. Right. Okay, I'll just get one more for that. Okay, so the first thing I that came to mind when that King of Pentacles came out is that whatever you're investing in whatever way that is, whether it is literally money or your time, effort, energy, make sure it's a solid investment, and make sure you're feeling stable as well. Because if something's happened and you're recovering from a loss, sometimes we are eager to move on and move forward, but we haven't even healed yet. Maybe that's the message, is that allow yourself to heal first, rather than trying to, I mean, yes, still make plans, make moves, try to, you know, have some movement. Don't sort of stand still in grief or whatever, but allow yourself to heal as well. You've got the Seven of Cups there, which tells me to take your time to consider all of your options. Try not to rush into anything. Page of Wands would be keeping an open mind. 10 of Wands, burdens. 9 of Wands is where you've been wounded, isn't it? So, and then the Star can be about healing as well. So I feel like this 3 of Swords message is just take your time, allow yourself to heal and consider all of your options. Don't feel that you have to rush ahead. Just make sure you're stable, and then what you're going towards is stable as well. So that's your advice from the card. So I'm going to get you a believe in yourself, believe in your own magic oracle deck as well. And see what we get from that. So I think the video might be called something along the lines of allowing yourself time to recover from this ending, completion. We'll see. Any further advice for Scorpio, please? Okay, it's stuck again. See, it's like the cards that they want to come out, but they are so they're restless, but they're like, it's like they don't know what they're doing, isn't it, really? So I don't know if that's how you're feeling, which I did bring up in the reading, that you're kind of eager to move, but you're not quite sure what you want to do. So be careful of rushing into just anything. I mean, shall we take that one? Lavender, surround yourself with love. I feel that's that healing, if you need to heal or recover from anything that you've been through, any losses that you've been through. But let's see. Any other messages for Scorpio, please? Yep. Okay, I'm going to take anything that's upright. I'm going to take it. So you also have confidence. It comes with time and practice. So if you've suffered a loss, you may need, as eager as you might be, you may still need to rebuild confidence. Universe, we are all just stardust, and I'm going to have to check in the book for that one because I cannot remember what that means. I'll put that there actually, and one dropped on the floor. This one was not upright, but I will take it anyway. If you bear with me, we have, ooh, yeah, that makes sense. It's time for healing, not war. So yeah, as I was saying, I know it says war, but for me it feels more like that restless energy, trying to rush ahead when maybe you need to give yourself a bit of a rest first. So let me just grab the book just to check that Stardust card. So bear with me one moment. It says, when we are children, we can barely comprehend the vastness of our own lives, let alone the existence of other planets. It's not long before we learn we aren't the center of the universe. We are but specks of stardust in one of its many skies. However, we must all still do our part to take care of our own individual worlds, or else it throws everything else off balance. Make sure to keep balance in your life, but don't forget the big picture stuff. Recycle, don't litter, and give thanks. So with that message, I feel that's just, it is just that healing again, or giving yourself time to recover from whatever you've been through. Because if you don't, when you do start doing things again, it's just going to be off balance, isn't it? As it says in the book, it will be off balance. You need to keep balance in your life, and sometimes you need to have a moment to figure things out and take your time. Otherwise you'll be going into something off balance, and then it'll sort of cultivate more, or lack of balance, or less balance. So hopefully that makes sense. Thank you for watching the video. Feel free to leave any comments. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.